Welcome, Capricorn. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for March the 12th through to the 18th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Thank you so much. So, yes, I'm trying to get back into the weeklies. Send me positive energy, please. Keep me in your prayers that I can do this, because out of everything in my YouTube experience, I do miss doing the weeklies the most. It kind of gave me that connection with you that I've been missing, sorely missing. So, anyways, let's see what we've got. Look at this, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles for your first card. Wow. You are very, you are the diplomat. You are thinking things through on how to bring an abundance into your world. It's very sound thinking. It's very logical. It's very resourceful. Then we have the King of Swords. So a very strong masculine energy. You may go over the top here. So, in meeting goals and making commitments and affirmations to yourself, your expectations towards others, watch that. Okay, you might over expect others to be as on top as you are this week, or um, you have two kings in a row, and this king is asking you to make the commitment to step forward, to decide on the goal and then go for it, to leave fear in the wake. Nine of Swords, okay? So the worries, the concerns, the fears that you are having at the present, you are making mountains out of molehills, okay? It's not as big or chaotic or as you are making it appear in your mind. You are allowing your mind to grow it into this horror show that really is not there. So this is a week where we can't be jumping to conclusions, and we have to think through what we are saying, how we are communicating with other people. With two kings as our lead cards, your voice it could be very strong, or you're using your voice in new ways. People aren't expecting it. You really have to go with the flow, and you have to be very you have to have an empathy for what they are hearing, what you are asking of them, what your expectations are. I think you almost have to, be careful of the words you use or the tone you use. Your voice is very strong, and if said properly, your message drives your success. Temperance. A lot of people are getting the simplified message, and so are you. Okay, maybe when it comes to your voice, you need to simplify how you are explaining things, or understanding that the world isn't going to accept everything you say, and what are the most important things that need to be understood, that need to be accepted in order for you to go forward. So this could be, families, partnerships, um, relationships. It could be bosses. It could be coworkers. It could be people in the community. It's like you are finding the balance with these people, but it's through a simplification of things. So maybe it is looking at the main goal, or the main goal, or what you're truly trying to accomplish, and stop cluttering it with a lot of details that really don't do anything but cloud the picture. Bring in the clarity. Maybe you are over, especially with the, we'll get to that, oh, that card's back too. Okay, so we're putting too much detail in, or we're overthinking something too much. or we're overstating it too much, and there's an easier way to approach it. And if you just back it up a little bit, you're going to see that. Now we have the Five of Wands. I think most of this has happened already leading into this week, but this is where you could press some buttons and people could press your buttons. You're speaking your truth and people don't like your truth. So they're going to tell you what your truth should be, and you are not going to oblige them by following what they want, but rather what your heart wants, what your passions want, what your desires want. And so there could be, but I think you've already come through a little bit of that energy too. So you do have the two kings here this week. So you are strong and diplomatic. You are very centered. You're not going to be making decisions on a whim. You're going to be making decisions on the information in front of you, the facts in front of you, the logic that you have behind you. We have the Six of Pentacles. You know, more often than not, it's better to give than to receive. And it's the more you give of yourself this week, the more abundance will come your way. Okay, so how do you give to yourself? Give of yourself. Now, it could be just in your neighborhood. You put on a smile. You say hello to people. You compliment people. You hold the door open for people. You carry their packages, perhaps. Maybe there's a shut-in. You make them a meal and you bring it over, or a box of cookies, or maybe there's somebody who just got out of the hospital, and or maybe they've just lost somebody, and maybe you can make them a meal, or just be an ear, a shoulder to cry on. Maybe you can give an hour of your time to a shelter or a home, or like a nursing home or a senior's home or a hospital. Or maybe it's at the animal shelter or some environmental organization that you can give to. It doesn't have to be money. It can be your time. It can be your energy. They're all worth something. But look at ways that you can build giving into your life this week, because it will repay you, and that's not why we do it, but you will get repaid tenfold for it. We have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands has also been very much a card that is being pulled this week for everybody. Celebration, happiness, meeting a milestone, partnerships, marriage proposals, absolutely with this card. Now, I think this is where you start to see things coming together. And although it may be very gray in areas, we do have just four lousy sticks in the ground, and we threw up some garland and we're celebrating this. But it will turn into the castle of our dreams. We will be able to build something very successful and tangible going forward. This definitely could be partnerships, relationships. So we've used our words right. We've got our point across. We've got people on board now. We are moving forward in a direction that we want to, that we are embracing, that we are celebrating. For work and career, we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is hitting the trails, going forward. When the Knight of Wands comes up, you know, we can invent with our mind, our imagination, take it to the next limits, raising the bar on ourselves and our dreams, and utilizing our capabilities and our talents and embracing them. The Knights always bring in messages, so this is all of a sudden you see that posting for promotion at work, or somebody tells you to go on Facebook because they just they just posted a link they might be interested in. It's right up your alley, kind of thing, for work, or what defines you as a person. Okay, it's not always work, but if I were to meet you and I asked you, who are you, what do, you would probably tell me your profession over any likes or hobbies. Or so what defines you? What's your legacy? That's where you're going to get these nuggets of inspiration, these aha moments, these little epiphanies to move you forward in the right directions. Things just coming together naturally for you to walk into. So be very aware of your surroundings and the opportunities that those surroundings hold. Love and relationships. So we have the Knight of Swords. A lot of male energy this week for us. So it's a do kind of week. Knight of Swords in relationships. We might be a little overconfident when it comes to our relationships, and we need to take it back a little bit, I think. This card is almost like a warning to where the energy needs to be within the relationship. This looks very cold, this card. It looks kind of like everything is carved out of steel. We need to bring the warmth into the relationship. That if we try to conquer and be number one in the relationship or be the leader, or this relationship works so great because of me and only me, the relationship will eventually fall apart. It's about more than one person. Or that could be, I could be describing the other person in the relationship, right? It's not necessarily you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. It could be a friendship, a partnership, an association, or a neighbor, right? Love and relationships here. So we need to bring that tenderness, that emotion, that sensuality, that caring into the forefront, into the conscious actions and words with our partners, with our best friends, with the people that we love and cherish in our life. For our spirituality and well-being, look at this. Our spirituality is the Eight of Pentacles. Raise the bar on your spirituality, please. You know that you have a divine connection. And I think you are ready to grow that experience, to tap into God, your angels, your spirit guides, source. To put more faith and belief in yourself and in God, your angels. You're raising the bar on yourself when it comes to your spirituality. Maybe you are looking for more clarity, more understanding, or taking your talents and gifts in this area to the next level. And for health and well-being, we have the Five of Swords. You know what? We have to work at it. We have to pay attention to what is best for us. We have to take care of us. We can't do anything if we're sick. And not necessarily will we get sick if we abuse our bodies. I mean, I see lots of people that just abuse, and they're walking around just fine. But, you know, it's like an open invitation to illness. You're lowering your immune system by not getting enough sleep, or not eating properly, or not getting the exercise you need. And this is a time to make a commitment to get in shape. And if you already do those things, my hat off to you, that you're going to be raising the bar on yourself to push yourself to the next level, because this is no pain, no gain kind of energy here. So we have to be willing to make sacrifices. Maybe it's a sacrifice of our time so that we can get in that 5 or 10 minute walk. Or that extra half hour of sleep. So it requires discipline, it requires perseverance, it requires getting a little bit out of our comfort zone. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.